All right, y'all, so here's an update. I was recently harassed again by the bozo Deputy Eastwood, who literally already admitted on camera that he knew who I was before he stopped me, thus the targeted harassment. He's enforcing a void ab initio warrant that was issued by a commissioner who does not have my consent in any way, shape, or form to use me as surety or to proceed in any manner.
Excuse me, sir, but what in the doohickey are you talking about? This man is completely out of his mind if he thinks that police officers need a person's consent to execute a warrant on said person.
But despite the Constitution, despite the verified affidavits, the verified notices, demands, and everything that's been sent, these commissioners in the Riverside County State Court, they're deciding to try to railroad me. So next step is federal court.
Well, good luck with that.
We already have a federal lawsuit that's been drafted against all of them, of which they all are just remaining in dishonor and trying to ignore. You can see in the video, he acknowledges the lawsuit, but then tries to double back and say, I don't know anything about that. Right. So what we're going to do is we're going to drag his ass into federal court by filing a notice of removal for this garbage state proceeding they have. Me failing to identify to an officer, failing to provide a driver's license allegedly when I don't want said driver's license. I've already canceled driver's license by the way of an affidavit. I've rebutted all presumptions. I've already rebutted all presumptions of me being an alleged U.S. citizen, a ward of the court, an ens legis, or anything of the sort. But through malpractice, through outright deprivation of rights under color of law, fraud, RICO charges, and everything else that is bona fide and proved, these guys continue to do what they're doing. And every single deputy I spoke to, they don't care. They just give you the quote of, I'm just doing my job. AKA they're acting under color of law willfully and intentionally, and they have no remorse for it. They don't care about the Constitution. They don't care about upholding it. So Pam Bondi, Kash Patel, and POTUS, I don't know what you guys are doing, but they don't care about the Constitution. And the fact that Pam Bondi and the FBI and Kash Patel allow this to continue means they don't care about the Constitution. So they're just all full of shit. So it's up to me to handle my own stuff. So notice of removal. This is going to federal court. I'm going to file a completely separate federal lawsuit now against everybody involved today, since they want to continue the bullshit. And then we're going to sue Miranda Thompson, Michael Hestrin, Monica Vermani, Jeremiah Raxter, who's not even an attorney. He's not a real judge. He's a attorney posing as a commissioner, calling himself a judge in state court. Charles Johnson, and whoever else is involved. They're all going to get sued in a brand new federal lawsuit.
Stop it. Get some help.
And we'll go ahead and remove the current lawsuit that's in state to federal court, which means they get stripped of their jurisdiction and they're going to have to go to federal court and talk this same nonsense. So we'll see. I want to see them go to federal court and say that the Constitution doesn't matter in front of an Article 3 judge, and that none of the United States Code matters, and that they just somehow have jurisdiction over me despite all presumptions being rebutted and them having no valid contract beyond the ones that they're compelling me under color of law. We'll see how this goes. But, yep, got released, I don't know, 3-4 hours later. I mean, come on, it's nonsense. A void ab initio warrant by some alleged trying to be putting on a robe but not really is a judge. Some fake attorney with no bar license pretending to be a judge. He's not an Article 3 judge. None of these people are in state court. Not even a magistrate judge. But somehow they feel they have this supreme authority over everybody out here. And this is what they like to do, especially in Riverside County, California. They like to railroad you, deprive you under the color of law, violate your rights just blatantly, snicker and laugh about it. But we'll see who has the last laugh when these guys are in federal court talking about all these felonies that they've been committing. All the felonies. I think it's like 20 to 100 plus years they might be looking at.
I think the fuck not, you trick ass bitch.
And granted, they want to keep messing with me and just keep harassing me on simple shit like driving down the street. He already knew who I was before he even pulled me over and then tried to, you have tint. It's factory tint, dumbass. You want me to take the window out of the Lambo? Got it. But see, you already knew who I was, so you didn't have any real interest in the tint or the lack of plate on the front of the car, which is a victimless crime lacking a corpus delicti. There is no injured party in me having factory tint on a car or not having a plate on the front. The real thing is you have been monitoring me like a piece of shit stalker, Deputy Eastwood. You ran my information when I wasn't there. You found out that your little corrupt ass buddy in state court put out this bogus ass warrant, and then you decided to track me down and do this like this was going to change anything. The only thing it changes is the amount of effort I'm going to put into making sure you get proper adjudication and justice in a federal court. So I want to see you come into federal court now when this gets removed, and I filed the other lawsuit, and so now you have 2 lawsuits against you plus this one in federal court. I want to see you come before an Article 3 judge and tell this Article 3 judge that the Constitution doesn't matter, the state Constitution doesn't matter, that you are this all supreme God above law, because that's what you're saying. And I want to see you state all of that in federal court. Meanwhile, I'm going to continue to do the same exact shit that I've been doing. I'm going to send you guys affidavits. I'm going to create the record, and you guys can continue to act in fraud and under color of law all you want, and we'll see how it all turns out, because I've injured nobody. I've done nothing. I'm living my life, and you're just mad that I'm telling people the truth. You're mad that I'm not just bending the knee to your garbage ass. But no, man, you're what's called a public servant. Public servant. That means you're supposed to serve the people, not harass, stalk, extort, coerce, and rob the people. Not lie, not commit felonies every day, turn on emergency lights when there is no emergency, stalk people. It's all crime. Those are all crimes. But okay, Deputy Eastwood, you got it, man. Federal court, here we come. All right, y'all, here's another one. So I gotta say, people are stupid. Like, they're just dumb. You can cite the Constitution, the state Constitution, the United States Code, the U.C. It doesn't matter what you cite. Laws, statutes, codes, constitutions, trust law, private law, contract law. But no matter what, people just refuse to even engage their own minds. They're just beaten down like horses that have been whipped, and they just comply. They're indoctrinated into doing whatever some random person on the street says if he flashes a badge at them. Simply out of fear and cowardice. I mean, state of California, state of Nevada, these are foreign corporations. Foreign. Straight up foreign. And their agents are the attorneys. These are foreign agents. By literal function, if the courts are franchises of said foreign entity, which is state of California, state of Nevada, if the United States is a federal corporation and the state of is a subsidiary of that same foreign corporation, and these agents are their agents, officers of the court, then they're all foreign agents.
So if you're saying all of these federal agencies are foreign agents, wouldn't that mean the same federal court that you're now moving your lawsuit to, wouldn't that court also be a foreign agent? This dude is a complete idiot.
I mean, it's in the Constitution. It literally says all this. State constitutions exist for a reason. But again, people just refuse to even use their damn minds, and it's crazy. Somebody can come on TV and say something and they'll believe it within instance. These people will go off, they can read 1,000 books, they can read the Constitution, state statutes, codes, United States codes, everything, and then have some attorney, some retarded, scandalous, indoctrinated foreign puppet come in and say, hey, that's not real. And they, oh, okay. All their critical thinking just goes right out the window. It's like if you were to measure how much of their brain they're actually using, it's probably like 15%, maybe 5%. Like these people, I see why they call them wards of the state, incompetents, legally disabled people, minors, because truly, they're all dum-dums. running around talking about people are SovCits, and what is a SovCit? You don't even know what you're saying. You're just regurgitating shit like an idiot. It's funny. Truly is. But yeah, man, I just had to say it's mind blowing how stupid people are. Like, truly. I pledge allegiance to the flag for the republic for which it stands, and they don't even believe in the damn republic. Like, they literally have shit right in front of their faces, and they don't even know how to read or decipher it. I get that these courts and these attorneys are speaking legalese, but damn, what does legalese have to do with actually being able to use your brain to read a statute or a law that says, you know, any person shall not be, and not understand that means any person shall not be subject to whatever nonsense it says. Instead, you have an attorney come in and say that that's not real, and then they just believe it. Mind-blowing shit, for real.
This guy is fucking stupid!